Hello, I'm John Evans. It's August the 22nd, and you're watching Small Town Network.
Yeah, and I'm Scott Wilk, and you're watching Community News. Hey, stick with us today. We got a great story about Rockwood High School and the beginning of our Rockwood Reporter program. I also want to welcome two new sponsors. We've got the Shop and Goodfellas Bar and Grill. And stay tuned, especially if you're a Rockwood middle school or high school student, because we got some information about a special that they're going to be doing after their home games.
Absolutely, but first, Scott's got some information on a local story that made it up onto WVLT Channel 8 News.
Yeah, as you know, on Tuesday we brought you a news update that we broke into the programming with. We don't normally post, but we wanted to bring you information about a news alert that we had here on the program. Kingston Police Department had gotten two reports of vandalism August 4th and August 13th, and it actually happened again before that as well. But the Kingston Church of God Open Arms Fellowship, that's on 2005 Kingston Highway, was vandalized. There was substantial damage done. Kingston Police Department is still reviewing some video footage about that, but if you have any information about that, we encourage you to please call the Kingston Police Department at 354-8045. If you want to see that full story, you can check out WVLT Channel 8. They sent Abby Kasoris out to cover that. We appreciate them for doing that. Just go to their news app or their website, WVLT.tv. But again, we had that news alert, and anytime news happens, we'll bring that to you. But we really appreciate WVLT coming out and covering that local story. And again, if you have any information about that, please contact the Kingston Police Department if you have any information, and we appreciate that. That heads us into our first segment, which is Things to Do, which is brought to you by Mr. John Evans.
Yeah, Things to Do brought to you by Evans Financial. And, you know, if you're like me, you're not doing the same thing you did when you started working, probably doing a different job. And if you're doing the same job, you're probably not doing it in the same place that you did. So that means if you participated in a retirement plan, you know, you've got some choices to do with the money. That's either you can leave it there. That's one thing you can do. You can withdraw the money, or you can roll it over into an IRA. Now, there are times when each one of those decisions are going to be the right thing to do. So if you want somebody to help you review decisions you made in the past, or if you're going to make that decision in the future and you want some advice, just stop in and have a cup of coffee. I'm right there on Front Street, across from what's left of our park.
Yeah. And
or you can call me at 354-1337. Stop in and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and then as usual, coming up, our first thing going on right now.
Yeah, Loco Mondays, it's going on right now, and actually by the time you see this, it'll probably be over, but keep that on your calendar for next Monday if you're in the area. They got a lot of vendors, and if you want to be a vendor, call Brent or get a hold of him there at his email address, and he'll set you up as a vendor. It's only $10 for the space, and we anticipate them going a little later in the day when the weather changes. So.
Yeah, and on this date in history, this is a cool one.
Yeah, William Wallace was executed, and they drawed and quartered him, and they scattered him to the four corners of England, just so he'd never come back again. But he was executed on this date in 1305, and we were talking about, you know, the guy that wrote the screenplay for that movie was actually related to.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and I think that's fascinating. But very cool on this date in history. And then, as always, Bluegrass Jamming on Tuesday.
Bluegrass Jamming at the Bradbury Community Club, 6 to 10, $2 to get in. They got snacks and food available for purchase as well.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday,
the cookie truck is in downtown Harriman. That's Ham and Goodies, but that's also associated with the Food Truck Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And they've got the Crazy Cubans, and that's going to be their food truck.
Yeah, so go to downtown Harriman.
11 to 2.
Yeah, 400 block there. It's real easy to see. You can't miss it. And as always, our Crossville Sustainable Market.
Yeah, the Crossville Cumberland Sustainable Market, that's at the depot on Main Street, and that's fresh, locally grown produce.
Yeah, check that out.
3 to 5:30.
Yeah,
and
Friday.
Artemis Powell Band. It's honoring the music of Leonard Skinner is going to be at the Princess at 7 o'clock on Friday,
yeah.
August the 26th.
Yeah, check that out. And the cookie truck's back in Crossville.
Yep. Now, the cookie truck is going to load back up with cookies and head up to Crossville, and they'll be there 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, very cool. And got to put this one in because it starts on Friday, but a very new business. They opened on Friday. Went to their grand opening. I got there a little later thankfully, because they had a line out the door. But very cool folks there at the Bargain Bin. Friday, everything's $7. Saturday, it's $5. Sunday, it's $3. And then Monday, it's $1. And they're actually talking about even opening up on Tuesday with an even cheaper price. But it's really cool. I talked to some of the employees there, and they were talking about how they are not even allowed to shop because of the great deals, and they want you to be the first ones to get the deals. But it kind of reminded me of an estate sale mentality where you can see it that first day and you could leave and you run the risk of it not being there.
And you really have no idea what they're going to have either. I mean, they got everything, I'm assuming, from tools to electronics.
I mean, there was everything from like women's beauty products to, I saw TV mounts, USB cables. I mean, those are expensive.
I haven't been to that one, but I have been to one similar in Crossville, and they had everything from
LED lights.
Yeah,
there was like,
you can't imagine.
I mean, it was, and you got to dig. We dug through it for a little while there, but really awesome.
People like that kind of thing too. It's kind of like an Easter egg hunt for grown-ups.
Exactly, and it was wild. And these people, there's some serious diggers out there, is all I can say. But that's there in that little what we call the Shape Up Plaza. So go check that out.
I don't know, but I assume it's not fair to go in on $7 day and bury something you want to come back.
Well, you could try, but I'm telling you, these people dig. Like. Yeah. There was one lady, all I see was her feet out of a pot. Not quite, but it was almost that bad. But go check out the Bargain Bin outlet there in what we call the Shape Up.
So it's right down from Shape Up, right down from Tractor Supply, right down from where
Bushel and Peck's going to be. Yeah, so go check them out there. Here's our Morgan County Farmers Market.
The Morgan County Farmers Market is Friday also, and it runs 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Yeah, check that out. As always, right on the lake there in Kingston.
The Kingston Farmers Market there on the 27th is 8 a.m. to 11.
Yeah.
And they got local produce as well.
Check that out on Saturday. And here's a cool one.
Yeah, in Kingston they're having to storm the fort. Now that's like a triathlon, but it's shortened, and we're debating whether or not it's like a 1/3 event. I think that's what the one. But there are. I mean, you're gonna bike, you're gonna run, you're gonna swim.
Like everything. Go check it out, because there was way more information than I could put on the slate there. But
sounds like a cool event.
Yeah, very cool in Kingston. And here's a neat one back here at Roan State.
Feathered horses at Roan State, and that's both arenas, and it's free to spectators. So call Gail if you're like us, don't know what a feathered horse is.
Yeah.
I was thinking Pegasus. You were thinking more towards ostriches.
Yeah, I don't know, but I used to think quarter horses were the little tiny mini horses, and they were quarter scale. But so I don't know anything.
You can buy them for a quarter.
But if you want to know, call Gail
or email her at horsegirl@aol.com.
Yeah, and then here's a cool one going on at Oak Ridge Country Club.
Yeah, the 7th annual Play for Kennedy and Lincoln Oak Ridge Country Club. It's at the Oak Ridge Country Club. 4-man scramble. They got pool, drinks, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and more included. And go to kennedylad.org for more information.
Yeah, and here's one here in Rockwood.
The Hoof to Heart Main Support Dinner is celebrating 16 years of helping children and families communities. They're going to have music, a silent auction, and more. That's on 1522 New Hope Road in Rockwood, and you can get a hold of them there at their email address.
Yeah, very cool organization. They actually do a lot for families, communities, kids, people with like PTSD, is that what it is?
Yeah, there's a lot of, it shows a lot of benefit to people with...
and there you can see a service woman there working with a horse, but very cool program. Go check them out, and a very cool dinner there.
There's something weird that happens when you're caring for something and they're caring for you back.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an exchange of...
Especially a massive creature like that. I mean, a horse is a big animal, and to be so compassionate... But yeah, definitely go check that out. Here's our Crossville Cruisers.
Crossville Cruisers are going to be there on Saturday on Main Street from 12 to 4. And of course, it's free.
Yeah.
But they're going to be food and drink vendors, 50-50 drawing, which is always fun, a DJ, and door prizes.
Yeah, go check that out. It's going to be very cool. And here's something back here.
Yeah, Henry Cho. Now, that guy's from Knoxville.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And he's going to be at the Palace Theater in Crossville.
Clean comedy.
Clean comedy, and he is. He
Yeah.
is. I've heard some of his stuff. He's very funny, and he's going to be there at 8 p.m. Central Time. Now, don't get mixed up. It's Central Time.
Yeah, definitely. Don't. Well, you'll get there early though if you don't. But and as always, our Oak Ridge Farmers Market.
Yeah, on Jackson Square from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
And another cool date in history, very important.
Yeah, Martin Luther King on the 28th of 1963. I was 1 year old, and Martin Luther King delivers his "I Have a Dream" speech at the Washington Monument there, at the Reflection Pond.
Yeah.
And so just an iconic speech from a civil rights movement.
Yeah, I think everybody knows the "I Have a Dream" speech there. But yeah, and that wraps up our things to do. And don't forget, if you have something going on, garage sale, anything, fundraiser, just send us a message. We'll give you information later on how to contact us. Now that heads us into our school news, and we have a new sponsor. Excited about this.
Yeah, the shop. Now they're catty corner to where Bushel and Peck is there on Rockwood Street and Front Street at 205 West Rockwood Street, and they're a hairstylist and salon. Now all the ladies there, they take their own appointments, so they all have their own number. You can call Amber at 865, of course, 466-2395.
There's another one.
Evelyn DeRossett there at 865-354-0501.
And another one.
And Larissa Henderson at 865-441-1277. Now, they do a pretty good array of services there. And notice we didn't get it up, but their pricing is some of the best that you're going to find around, and so give them a call, check them out, and hopefully
I'll make a better graphic with their prices for the next week. But yeah, go check them out. They're right across from Wilt Production Studios. Tell them that you saw them on the program. But that heads us into our local school news. We got some big Rockwood stuff coming.
Absolutely.
But here again is your Rockwood calendar. Significant days off basically for the kids, and some days in for the teachers. But that's the first semester. Here's the second semester. And again, if you need copies of any of that, just send us an email. I can get you a PDF copy. Here's your lunch menu, and it looks like it's chicken all week. Chicken sandwiches today, chicken bacon ranch ramp tomorrow, chicken tenders, cheesy chicken bake, and pizza with crispy chicken wrap.
A bad week to be a chicken, man.
It's a Chick-fil-A week at the schools. But there's your lunch menu, and again, if you want copies of that, here's an update on this past weekend's scores.
Yeah, it looks like Midway over Sale Creek, 22-14. Kingston puts it on Harriman, 51-0. And Rockwood did a pretty good job against Oliver Springs at 42-9.
Yeah, very good. Congratulations to those guys. Here's the upcoming sports schedule.
Yeah, on the 22nd, that's today. On Monday, we got golf at Midway, 4:15, and tomorrow on Tuesday, we got soccer at Gatlinburg Pittman at 6:30.
Yeah.
And then the 25th, Thursday, we got golf at Harriman and soccer at Harriman.
Check those out.
And then Friday the 26th, we got football. We got Sweetwater at home, and that starts at 7:30. And then this weekend, there is a Smoky Mountain tournament in Gatlinburg, and it's all day, both days for soccer.
Yeah, check that out. And Rockwood High School and Midway High School students, they wanted to let you know that you are all able to attend the home soccer games for free. So as long as you're a student on the roster, you can get in free, so there's no excuse to not go see a soccer game this year. And don't forget Picture Days this Friday for the underclassmen. Now, that brings us to our real important story we're excited about. We actually got asked to visit Rockwood High School this week and speak to Mrs. Clement's journalism class, which actually is the kickoff. We'll start it officially next week. Our Rockwood student reporter, you got to see Aaron Summerall helped us out last at the very end of the season. But we've worked this out with Rockwood High School, and actually they've made it a part of their grade. So it's a part of their curriculum. So we got to visit them on Friday and wanted to share the story with you. So here you go.
We're going to actually have each one of you do a report on.
Last week, the Small Town Network got to visit Mrs. Clement's journalism class.
Also the home of community news.
We talked about their first ever Rockwood student reporter program right here on Small Town Network.
So they are going to do a little weekly news segment about the school, and maybe even more than that, but definitely getting the news out there from Rockwood High School.
Mrs. Clement's class is a busy one, and this year has added a few new items to their list of responsibilities.
My journalism class, they do a lot. They do the whole yearbook. They are also responsible for the podcast for the school, and now we're adding this to their responsibilities.
This is the first time Rockwood students will be asked to do reports on the school news and events, but Mrs. Clements thinks it's a great opportunity.
I think it's amazing. I mean, that they are getting this opportunity to try out being on a news program, but also that they are sharing what goes on in our school with community members. Because a lot of times they don't know what's going on in the school.
Although these students are in a journalism class, not all of their future plans include being journalists.
So this year we have 11 kids in the class, and they range from freshman to senior. And the kids are very diverse, and they want to do all kinds of different things. I know I have kids that want to go into business. I have kids that want to go into the healthcare field, and then some that don't know what they want to do yet, which is okay.
But Mrs. Clements says the skills they learn in this class will be able to be used in all of their future lives.
No, they are definitely not all going to be journalists, but journalism helps everyone. It helps with communication skills, it helps with writing skills. There are definite benefits no matter what field you want to go into.
Mrs. Clements is excited about the opportunity for her class, but is also excited about what this brings to the community.
I think it's great because we don't have a lot of local news programming, so I think that this will be a wonderful way for people to find out what's happening around them.
The Small Town Network and Rockwood High School are excited about this year's program, and we can't wait to see how the students do.
Well, I have a really creative group this year, so I hope that they just get over being a little bit nervous and gain that confidence, because I know they have good stories to tell. They just have to get out there and tell them.
In Rockwood for the Community News, I'm Scott Wilk on the Small Town Network. Yeah, very awesome. Really thank Miss Clements and Miss Malacote for really getting involved and making our program part of their curriculum, and it's just giving you guys an easier way to know what's going on at Rockwood High School. And if your school wants to do something like that as well, just send us a message or an email, and we would love to get you involved as well. Also, I wanted to mention, this is a little earlier, but one of our new sponsors, if you're a Rockwood High School football player or cheerleader, they're offering you a special post-game party after every home game. And if you're a football player or cheerleader, and this is high school and middle school, you can get a free personal pizza after the home games. Got to go there this week, and really appreciate Goodfellas for coming on as sponsors. But again, if you're a Rockwood High School football player or cheerleader, really nice environment, clean environment to go. And you can have your after the game party right there, and each player and cheerleader gets a free small pizza there, so a personal pizza. So check them out, and we appreciate them for being sponsors, and we'll have more about them in just a moment. But on with school news, here's a Harriman City League football schedule.
Yeah, well, this coming week they're at Wartburg, and then next week they're at Rockwood.
Actually, this week they're at Rockwood, yeah.
Last week they were at Wartburg.
Yeah, that's their whole schedule. And again, if you want copies of that, just send us a message. But yeah, so coming up, they'll be at Rockwood. And then don't forget Roane County High School Band. You can get those discount cards for only $10. Support those sponsors, and you get discounts. You can see Courtney's Diners on there, Domino's, Gondolier, so all kinds of options. But go support those people who are supporting local sports. Also, we mentioned this once before, but they're looking for a few more players. Intensity Elite Softball 10 and under tryouts will be the 23rd, which is tomorrow, and then 25th, 6:30 to 8 p.m. there at Sevier Ferry Road in Kingston. You can contact Lane Moore for more information. Also wanted to mention Kamari Moore always brings us the information about the elite softball, but she's actually interning at the Rona Alliance, and they are updating their website. So if you're a local food restaurant or retail business and you want to get your information on their website, contact her. You can contact us if you need information on how to get in touch with her, but just look up Kamari Moore and can contact them. But again, the elite softball tryouts, you can sign up on the 23rd and 25th and go try out. And here is Harriman's Elementary Intermediate basketball.
Yeah, they're having tryouts on 6 p.m. It's Harriman Community Center, 3rd and 4th and 5th grades.
Yeah,
on the 24th.
and here is the Oliver Springs High School schedule. That's actually the roster. And if you want to get tickets to the game, just use that website there. And you can get tickets and not have to wait in any line or worry about any of that. There's the Rockwood Rams schedule.
Yeah, that's the schedule for all the teams participating in it. So as you can see this week, Harriman at Rockwood, Oakdale at Sunbright, Spring City at Kingston, Wartburg at Oliver Springs, and Midway's got a bye this week.
Yeah, and if you want to copy that, give us an email. I'll shoot you over and get your Rockwood Ram cards.
Yep.
Just $20, and you can contact them on Facebook or shoot us a message, and we would be glad to pass on their information. But that brings us into our weather segment, which is brought to you by Shape Up.
Shape Up, great little, and now we're calling it the Shape Up Shopping Center.
Yeah, that's our new thing.
But it's over there where Big Lots and Tractor Supply, and you can go call Ken and Mary anytime you need to, and they can help you out. Now, they have great packages for yourself or your family. They have a lot of aerobics activities. They got some classes and all that. And actually reaching out to other people if you feel like you might want to teach a class. There's some slots for that. But the other thing we always mention, and this is true, and get out there, get moving, try to get a little more healthy. And if you're an older person on a Medicare supplement or an Advantage plan, there's a good chance you can do that for free because your plan may very well pay for your membership. So try that. And Ken and Mary can help you with that. Give them a call on 466-3966.
Yeah, very awesome. Actually got to stop in and saw Mary just this week while we were in the shopping plaza at Goodfellas and checking out that. But again, check out Ken and Mary in March. But here's your weather. My green screen's looking funky there, but that's all right. WVLT Channel 8. And here's your first alert 5-day forecast, and I'm just going to blow off the green screen since it's being weird, but there is your 8-day forecast. As you can see, it doesn't look like a very big chance of rain, but the humidity is going to be high, and
it seemed cooler.
It definitely seemed cooler. Here is a look at, I want to give you a look at the live radar. Just bear with me here since my green screen didn't work, but there's the radar. Everything luckily is south of us, which is good. But again,
good for us.
Yeah, good for us. But looking at your 8-day forecast there, pretty much high 80s all week, and then our storm
chances. There's going to be a chance of afternoon showers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so again, we appreciate WVLT. Apologize for my green screen being funky there. But go to WVLT, download their apps. They got a news app and a weather app. The news app actually will give you all kinds of information about like school closings, weather delays, traffic delays, and all that stuff. So again, definitely go check that out. And we appreciate them for being on board big time. Should be talking to their news director again this week, working on some big stuff. But that actually heads us into our favorite little segment, which is birthdays, brought to you by our news sponsors, Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas are over there in the Shape Up Shopping Center. They're over there close to, on the Tractor Supply side of that, more towards the middle, and just a good place to go eat. And now they're open.
They've got all kinds of happy hour prices. So every day there's a special drink price from 3 to 5. They just started this barbecued pulled pork plates and double smoked bologna sandwiches. Everybody likes a good bologna sandwich, so check that out. They've got a special from Wednesdays on almost every day. Like Wednesdays is Wings Day, 75-cent wings. Then on Thursday they have Singo Bingo, and it's free to enter. That's between 7 and 9, and you can win food and drinks. Very awesome. Normally Friday is karaoke night, but this week you got double live bands. They got CJ Osborne Band, and that's also Gentleman's Night where you can get buy one, get one draft beers. And then obviously next Friday will probably be karaoke again, but then on Saturday they always have a live band and they bring them in from everywhere. This band is King's Reign. That'll be 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. It's Ladies Night, buy one, get one margaritas and Bahama Mamas. And again, we mentioned if you're a Rockwood middle school or high school football player or cheerleader, you can go there after the home game, make that your post-game party place, and you can get a free personal pizza after the game. And they actually sponsor the Rockwood cheerleaders, so you see them there in front of the Goodfellas store. And again, that's right there in what we call the Shape Up Plaza. But go see them. Got to go eat there. I had a Philly, and it was great. But again, they got wings, burgers, breakfast all day.
You know what that tells me whenever somebody's got breakfast all day?
I love that.
Yeah, that means they're really cooking.
Exactly.
You know, that means that they're not got stuff prepackaged and it means,
exactly.
no, they got somebody back there that's really cooking.
Yeah, they got a little window where you can see the kitchen and stuff. But yeah, wings, burgers, and breakfast all day. So check them out. There's their hours, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then Friday and Saturday, they work some long days, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. But again, thank you to Goodfellas Bar and Grill for being sponsors.
Absolutely.
I got to spend a lot of time with them this past week, and they really are local people trying to really do a lot here locally. They support a lot of local groups. Rockwood cheerleaders.
Sponsoring the cheerleaders?
Yeah, they're sponsoring them. They sponsor a lot of different stuff. They're really involved with Rockwood High School. So please go check them out and tell them that you saw it here on the Small Town Network. But here's our birthdays for today.
Yeah, and see?
Yeah, my buddy Matthew Samler. He's one of the pastors out there at Pathways Church, does a lot with the youth program. He does a great job. And Pedro Tomas, I used to work with him. He was the head choreographer for Louise Mandrell's show, and does a lot still with her. And here's our birthdays this week.
Yeah, Deborah Kelly, Tammy Bowman Bowles. Now, I went to high school with her, and my wife taught with her forever, and she just recently left being principal down there at Spring City Elementary. Terry Cook, brother of Roland Cook from Bushel and Apache.
Yeah.
Brenda Franklin Smith, Corbin Cook, Christy Hornsville Brazell.
These are big names, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm losing it. Brian Hargis, Tracy Grant Brown went to school with Tracy as well.
Yeah, my friend Janice Fletcher, Nikki Knutson. I actually went to school with Nikki. Todd Spence, he does a lot with emergency type. He used to work at the 911 center. He was a paramedic in the Sevier County area. Mark Heatherly, they call him Dog. He's a sound guy that used to be out at Dollywood. Patty Snow. And here's two of my friends from Ukraine. The one on the left is Alexander Dobrovsky. And I'm not going to try to pronounce the other one.
Yeah, we tried that one.
And I don't know about
some of the ones we couldn't say them on TV or on.
Yeah,
on
we tried, but and I actually messaged Alexander. Actually, I got a message back from him literally right now.
Oh, okay, let's see.
And it says that her name is Olga Storoshuk. So Olga Storoskuk and my buddy Alexander, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to both of you guys.
I apologize for probably messing your name up. But man, that's the music you hear in the background. That's our Ukrainian friends from Uzori. We appreciate their music. They're still going through some rough times over there. Obviously, they're all from Mykolaiv, Ukraine, which Mykolaiv has become a severe battle zone. There's only one of the members that's actually stayed still in Mykolaiv. The rest of them have moved on to safer areas in Ukraine, but we're always praying for you guys. Happy birthday to you two. We appreciate you so much. And again, if you have a birthday or something else like that, hey, message us, send us a video, picture. We would love to share that on the program. And again, very happy birthday to everybody.
Birthdays, anniversaries, anything.
Yeah,
like
anything
that.
you want to announce, we'd be glad to put it up here, put up a picture, video. But that heads us into other interests, which is brought to you by Tooth Fairy Treasures out there at 5512 Harriman Highway in Oliver Springs. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 to 5:30, and every other Saturday. Nice part of it is part of your purchase goes to help out with dental procedures for poverty or uninsured folk. So go check them out. They got some big specials I saw. You can check out their Facebook page. They got some great specials going on right now. Don't forget, this is wrapping it up. You only got one more week or so to get your tax-free food items. You can get your gun safes and safety devices all year tax-free. There's a brief list of what's going on, and if you need copies of that, you can send it. And then here's Hooray for Harriman coming up on Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, Hooray for Harriman, and that's on Labor Day weekend, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're going to have over 65 vendors, food trucks, kids alley, wrestling, cornhole, live music, and more.
Yeah, that Solstice band's going to be back out there, and there's also this pageant that's a part of this. Of course, Harriman's killing it.
Yeah.
Downtown Harriman, they've got their 2022 Labor Day pageant at 10 a.m. And if you want, they're still accepting applications, so contact Martha Wilkinson. And you see, that's at
thecityharriman.net. Now, that's telling you that the city of Harriman, man, they're really, really putting the effort behind.
Always. I mean, gosh, we have at least 10 things a show from Harriman. They are really knocking it out of the park. So go support Harriman. And what's sad is a lot of the people from Rockwood and everywhere else, they have to go to Harriman because that's where something there is to do. So another really good benefit for the Roane County Animal Shelter.
Head-to-head charity match, and then we had this on last week, but that is actually happening this week.
Yeah.
And benefits the animal shelter at Windrock, and it's a shooting range and training center at Alder Springs, and you're going to be matched up, and you're going to be shooting take-it pistols anywhere from 380 all the way up to 45 ACP.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're going to be shooting steel targets, and then
yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
It's random draw, but yeah, for a good cause. I should have put that in the event section, but it's kind of a specialty thing, so we wanted to focus on it. But again, go check that out. For a good cause, benefits those animals at the Animal Shelter of Roane County. And more Labor Day festivities.
Yep, and this is going to be in Rockwood, Rocking the Ramp. It's Sunday at Fuller Park, and they're going to have food trucks, vendors, live music, fireworks, a kids zone, and more.
Yeah, very cool. Good to see Rockwood on the list. Here's Wartburg's even on the list.
Yeah,
look at that.
Wartburg's got a Boys and Girls Club fireworks at dark on Labor Day. They're at a car show from 10 a.m. to 1. It's $10 to enter the car show. They're going to have kickball games and cornhole tournament.
Yeah, very cool. So go out there and check them out. Here's something cool. This is later on in the month of September, but an Olympian is coming home. And they're doing a fundraiser to restore a track there at Harriman High School that's actually named in her name, Sharifa Barksdale. And they are going to have her out there for pictures and autograph signings at 5 p.m. In case you didn't know, she competed in the 400-meter hurdles in the 1984 LA Olympic Games. So thought that was really cool. So go out and meet an Olympian. Now one that's actually going on here in Rockwood at our Rockwood Event Center.
Yeah, that's coming up in October on the 22nd. You're going to have John Snyder and Cody McCarver going to be here again. That's always a good show. So give them a call there at 615-585-9301. Talk to Bill and get your ticket secured because it's going to sell out.
Yeah, let him know you're coming because you'll want to do that now. That way you don't miss out. And if he gets enough people, he's talked about adding another show. So do that. It's going to be a good show. Always is. And you're up close and personal. So there's not a bad seat in the house. Here's a cool one that I added because we're always talking about her.
Yeah.
But our pastry princess is going to have a home in Harriman.
Yeah, on Queen Street there in Harriman.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted when I get more information about the date. I don't think they have a date yet, but they kind of let the community know that's going on. So congratulations to her, and we'll give you updates on the grand opening for that. And if you have anything going on, John will tell you how to get a hold of us.
Yeah, you can email us at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com, or the easiest way and quickest way to get a hold of us is, yeah, it is cheap too. It's free. Yeah. You can message us on Facebook directly, and we'll respond to that pretty quick.
Yeah, again, lots going on. Rockwood School Reporter starts next week. I know Aaron Summerall will be our first one, so excited about that. Again, if you got any information, something you want to get out to the public, news, events, fundraisers, garage sales, birthdays, you name it, just send it along to that address. But yeah, wraps up another program.
Yeah.
Again, thank you to our new sponsors, the shop, and especially Goodfellas Bar and Grill. If you're a Rockwood High School football player or cheerleader, go check out that after party there because you can't beat it. Free personal pizza. But yeah, it wraps up another week here on the program. Please like and share. We always forget, like and share the program. We're on YouTube, Small Town Network Live. Give us a thumbs up on the program there and subscribe. And that's HD. Facebook kind of downgrades everything, but that's HD on YouTube, so go check out our program there. But yeah, and there's the music from some of our birthday members there, but that wraps up another week. From the Small Town Network, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
Hey, and have a great week, everybody.
Yeah, be safe.
And happy birthday to our Ukrainian friends.